good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here for another segment of Wildlife Wednesday. My name's Rachel, and today I'm down at the Crows Hospital again to speak with one of our certified wildlife rehabilitators about squirrels. Since right now at Crow, we've been getting an inundation of squirrels with all these winds and rains, and so we're going to be talking with Morgan about their nesting season, why are people coming across them, and really all the efforts that it takes for us to get them raised wild and back out into nature. So let's get ready to chat up with Morgan.
Hi, my name is Morgan, and I'm the Certified Wildlife Rehabber here at Crow, and I'm going to be talking to you about squirrels. Now, even though we get squirrels all throughout the year, their typical breeding season, and when we see the most of them, is between August and November. So here in Southwest Florida, we do see 3 different species of squirrels. We have the mangrove fox squirrel, the southern flying squirrel, and the most common is the eastern gray squirrel. And they come in for a wide variety of reasons. Adults are usually hit by car, but we get the babies in during the year because a lot of the times the winds and the rains will blow down their nests, and they can't get back up into the nest without our help or somebody else's help. We also see predator attacks, cat and dog attacks, and sometimes they are orphaned and something has happened to the mom.
So Morgan, how many squirrels do we have in the hospital right now?
So currently on property between the baby room and our outdoor enclosures, we do have about 80 eastern gray squirrels, and we have 1 southern flying squirrel.
Why do we have so many eastern gray squirrels?
At this time of the year, we have a lot of rain and winds, and a lot of them do become displaced by their nests falling out. We also have a few that were orphaned by the parents, and then we do have a few cat attacks on property too.
So the bulk of them right now are babies then?
Absolutely. We have a majority of ours babies, and the ones outside are growing up to be released. We also see different age variants of the baby squirrels that we get in. So we have the neonates, and these are going to be your hairless, usually pink in color. Their eyes are closed and their ears are sealed to their head. And these are going to be really, really small babies. Then we get juveniles, and there's a lot of different stages of juveniles. We have the ones that just open their eyes. They're very slim down fur. Their tail is very slim and skinny. They kind of wobble. They do a little baby wobble when they walk. And then as they grow up, they actually start to stand up a little more. They do the typical squirrel where they hold their food in their hands. Their tail starts to get more bushy. Their eyes are more open, and their ears are standing straight up on their head. And then from there, when they move outside, they are subadults. So these are just bigger versions of the babies, but smaller versions of the adults. So when the babies come into us, we have to try to replicate that we're mom. So we do that in a wide variety of ways. So the little itty-bitty neonates and infant squirrels, we do provide them with soft blankets. We also have beating hearts that we can put in stuffed animals to make it seem like they're with a mom or another individual. We also have to stimulate them to make them go to the bathroom, and mom in the wild would be licking them to help make them also go as well, so we just kind of mimic that. We also have to nipple feed them, and we do use a specific squirrel milk just made for them, and we have to feed them depending on when mom will feed them. So that can be anywhere from a bunch of feeds throughout the day to as little as only 1 feed throughout the day. And then as the squirrels get older, we have to stray away from the soft stuff, the soft diets, the soft mash, and give them more hard diets to chew on. So we also provide peanuts, acorns, things they would actually find out in the wild. We also provide logs and branches at this time to help promote them to climb. These guys also have very bushy tails. They have their ears straight up, and again, they'll go into that typical squirrel stance where they hold their food in their hands. So we want to mimic as best we can a more natural habitat for juvenile squirrels. And then our final stage of rehab for our eastern gray squirrels is that they move outside into one of our enclosures, and we provide lots of logs. They're also hollowed out for them to learn how to hide. We provide a lot of enrichment and greenery, and we make sure that they have diet hidden in different places, just like squirrels would out in the wild cache their own food. And so now I'm going to talk about our southern flying squirrels. These guys are much smaller in size compared to our eastern gray and our mangrove fox squirrel. They come in as also neonates, so again, hairless, eyes closed, pink, and then they kind of grow into the same developmental stages. But the difference between them and other squirrels is that they have this nice patagium of skin that goes from the arm to their leg, and this helps them to actually glide from tree to tree. So they don't actually fly or flap like a bird, but they'll climb to the highest tree, jump from the top, glide downward land on another tree, and then continue that motion over and over until they get to where they want to go. And it's much faster than walking or jumping. And the reason we don't see southern flying squirrels as much as our eastern gray squirrels is because they don't really like the wet, marshy areas. They like more hard oaks and deeper forests. So they're going to be more inland of Florida, not so much on the coast. The other reason is that they're also nocturnal. So our eastern gray squirrels and our mangrove fox squirrels are diurnal, meaning they're awake during the day is when they forage and hunt, and then they sleep at night. Southern flying squirrels are nocturnal, so they are awake at night and forage and eat then. And if you come across any of these squirrels out in the wild, whether it's a mangrove fox squirrel, an eastern gray squirrel, or the southern flying, please give us a call here at Crow on our Crow hotline, and we'd be happy to walk you through how to re-nest these squirrels. A lot of the babies we have currently in-house could have been prevented from coming to our care if the person had called us about re-nesting. And we always want to give the mother the best opportunity to come back. They're the best ones to raise these babies, even though we do a pretty good job ourselves.
Thanks, Morgan, for sharing all of that wonderful information about our little squirrely friends. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in today for Wildlife Wednesday. If you want to continue to support our efforts, just click the donate button above. Thank you so much, and have a good day.